How's it going, folks? How's it going? You already know the waves, and for sure, you already know the vibes. It is Zachariah White, aka King Big Daddy Drip, and also aka King from and of Fort Myers, Florida, and King from and of Southwest Florida. Back at it like it's nothing with this drip and the sauce, cause I am the boss. I am back. We are here. Happy good day to every single one of you ladies and gentlemen out there in the world. All right, of course, today, right now, all right, I'll say the time more specifically, it's 12:40 in the morning, all right, and I am hoping that you guys are having a holy, a soulful, and a spiritful Sunday, all right? We definitely need it because, yo, this past week, we went hard as hell. Well, okay, okay, my bad, y'all. That's a little ironic, but we went hard as ever, all right, to make sure that, of course, we accomplished every single thing that we ended up accomplishing, all right? But nonetheless, though, y'all definitely pat yourselves on the back because, yo, it's a job well done, man. Just make sure that y'all get rested up because, yo, we got another week coming up, and we got to make sure that we replicate the same success and, in fact, in some ways, even improve upon that, all right? But anyway, let's go ahead and put that off to the side because, of course, you already know why the king is up on the mic, why the king is up on the screen, and most importantly, the king, well, I'll say this, y'all know that the king knows that y'all know what time it is. It is another episode of the News of the People. There's always something to report, and there's always something to fill you guys in on, and for this particular occasion, y'all know there's two places in this state that I will not leave alone, all right? That is, of course, Southwest Florida. I don't mean, it kind of goes without saying. But the other place, of course, is Tallahassee, all right? And even more specifically, I know that, Tallahassee, they got a whole bunch of stuff going on. If you want to talk about colleges, of course, you got, FAMU on one side, FSU on the other side, TCC, off doing their thing as well. But, speaking of course, I got to return back to my university, FSU, man, with this bit of news. And even more specifically, this particular organization, man, is home, and near and dear to the heart of Big Daddy Drip. Of course, I'm talking about none other than the Caribbean Students Association at the Florida State University, aka the number one, the first CSA within the state. All right, you know what? Let me not even get too. Let me not get too hyped. All right, but anyway. The reason why I'm talking about, FSU CSA is because, one, I know that actually sometimes, I don't know if this event ended up passing or it's about to pass, but I know that they have some things coming up, all right? And then I also can tell y'all that not too long ago, even more specifically at the time that I'm making this video, exactly 11 hours ago, all right, FSU CSA as a unit, that executive board, they ended up filling us in on who exactly it is, who the leaders are that make that particular organization go. And boy, oh boy, I could tell y'all some information, man. Let me go ahead and tell y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all a little something, right? We're going to start off with the top four, right? And more specifically, we're going to start off with the treasurer, all right? Now, the treasurer is none other than Vivani Nesbeth. Big shout-outs to her, all right? And then for vice president, we have Anghea Dolisca. Big shout-outs to her. For president, we got Gigi, a.k.a. Genna Dulcio. Big shout-outs to her. And then last but not least, for the top four, of course, you got to have a secretary coming through, laying down, doing their thing, and of course, keeping the entire organization organized, to say the least. Of course, we have Dudleen Paul, all right, serving that particular role. Big shout outs to every single person that I just mentioned, all right? I don't even know if y'all mentioned this, but I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the intel, because I don't think, because they didn't put it in, they didn't put it in the post. But y'all, the top 4, they ended up serving on the executive board last year. And I'm gonna tell you, now I wasn't there in the spring. I don't even have to be there. I don't even have to be there in the spring. All right, what I could tell y'all is this: I was there in the fall, and every single one of those ladies that I ended up mentioning, they came through and they did some amazing things. You know, Vivani, she was one of the activity chairs, and of course, you know, with that, there's a number of things that you know she had to do. Most notably, those Sunday dinners, she made sure that the fam was straight. All right, and then of course, what was it? I want to say it is beach trip. All right, I wasn't there, but at the same time, again, I don't need to be. I saw the pics, I saw the videos, it was lit. All right, so big shout outs to Vivani. All right, Anghea, she was last year, she was one of the professional development chairs. All right, so more specifically, I know the CSA has their mentor and mentee program, and I'm pretty certain that they still are keeping it going on. Anghea is actually one of the individuals who started the program. All right, so big shout outs to Anghea for that. It's just that in and of itself. All right, it's almost like you don't even need to say nothing else, right? Because that sort of kind of speaks you know, for itself in itself. All right, and then of course Genna had, I'll say one of the most most busiest roles within the organization. She was the membership chair. Of course, membership chair does a whole lot of things. All right, but of course, just overall keeping the vibes of the members going on, and you know, just at that, I'll say at a certain level that CSA has grown to be accustomed to. You know, that's essentially what you know, Genna and her what's it called? Genna and her co-membership chair ended up doing, which, by the way, I believe I already took a peek at, you know, who all the executive board members are. I believe her co-membership, I'm about to point her out because I believe she's also on this executive board this upcoming year. But, you know, let me go ahead and keep going because, of course, you know, Dudleen was also involved in last year's executive board. She was their one of their PR chairs. So all of those flyers were all of those flyers with the amazing designs. Guess who was designing them? Dudleen. So big shout outs to her for that, man. But yo, this top 4 has got a crew. They got one hell of a crew. Let me you know what, bro? I'm not even. Let me just go ahead and tell y'all, bro. I'm doing too much. All right. So for the membership chair, we have Charlize Darroux and we have Jhessicka Hilaire. All right. And I didn't even mean to hit the next button, but yo, hey, listen, the computer gonna do what it's gonna do because they actually showed me their community service chairs, and they happen to be Ciera Marion as well as Jamilia Wade. All right, so big shout outs to those two, and also big shout outs to the membership chairs as well. All right, moving forward, we have the professional development chair. All right, of course, this is in relation to what I was telling y'all about with Anghea. I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to being a professional development chair, she's a pioneer when it comes to that. All right, so y'all, bro, I'm for every single executive board member that I mentioned, y'all make sure that y'all pull up in their DMs and let them know how amazing, how freaking awesome they are. But definitely Anghea, y'all please do me a solid and get that taken care of. Let her know how amazing she is. All right, but again, for the professional development chair, they have Phoebe Jean-Baptiste and Leander. All right, so big shout outs to those particular individuals. I know that mentor and mentee program is going to be just fine. In fact, I ain't gonna hold you. I expect for new heights to be reached, man. All right. So, but they gonna do their thing. They gonna do their thing. But moving forward for the activities chair, all right, we have Nia Ogletree and we have Lincolnville. Oh, my apologies if I happen to be mispronouncing that, Lincoln. If you're watching this video, my apologies. But Nia and Lincoln are the new activity chairs for this upcoming year. Now I'll say this, Nia. All right, well, let me tell you this, Lincoln, bro. There's really a whole lot of I could tell y'all about all of these individuals. All right, like Ciera and Jhessicka, definitely. All right, 2 peas in a pod, and I'll say this. I'll say more specifically for when I was competing in the BSU pageant, they definitely showed me a lot of love, man, especially after, I got through doing what I did up there on that stage, and I'll always appreciate them for that. They were always cool individuals, man, and I know that, I'll say this, they're very young, and I'm not gonna lie, I see them, being future, they're already leaders within the organization, but I see them elevating and doing, just even more amazing things within the organization, and I don't even mean to single them out. This really goes for everybody. We're talking Jamilia, we're talking Charlize, we're talking Phoebe, we're talking that entire squad. But Nia more specifically, the reason why I pointed her out was because in that mentor and mentee program, all right, I was very, very fortunate to be a part of that. All right, the final semester that I was there, and Nia was my she was my mentee, and I'll say this, amazing experience all the way around. And yo, Nia, if you watching this, hey, I'm gonna wish you all the luck, all the love, all the blessings, all the fortune, all the good fortune in the world. All right, but at the same time, I think that you gonna get it. You gonna get it, man. you got the sauce. All right, you got the sauce. And of course, Lincoln gonna do his thing. And of course, you definitely can't forget about you can't forget about Javon either. Big shout outs to him as well, though. All right. But those aren't even all the individuals that are on the executive board, all right? And I'm going to tell y'all this. FSU CSA is notorious for having a very, very huge executive board, all right? The only organization that I've seen rival them, all right, funny enough, does not even go to FSU, all right? Is actually out at USC, all right? And I'm going to try to make a video on this, when I happen to wake up later on today. But I'll go ahead and leave them a mention. Hey, yo, the Chinese American Student Association, hey, listen, hey, their numbers is up there too, all right? But nonetheless, though, all right, let me go ahead and get back on track. I'm all over the place, man, all right? So for the next chair, we have the adjunct chair, all right? And of course, I could go on about these particular individuals that I happen to see right here because, man. One of the adjunct chairs is Tovah-Renee Lafortune, all right? And then the other one, bro, don't listen. This one got me hyped, man. The other adjunct chair, all right, is a native to the 239, a native to Fort Myers, a native to Southwest Florida. He actually served as last year's president, and even before then, he served as one of the membership chairs, all right? So this particular individual, he's been putting in that work. I'm gonna just say this, been putting on that work just in Tallahassee, FSU, here at home, and definitely within CSA. This particular individual, yo, definitely good friend. I've been talking about listen, I'm friends with a lot of the individuals in this organization, but definitely this one, all right? And I'm proud, I'm real proud of everything that he's done. And I know that he's going to continue to do more amazing things. But this particular individual that I'm talking about is none other than Efner Pierre. Big shout outs to him. All right. Now for the next chair, we have the public relations chair, and we happen to have a good woman by the name of Abigail Bernard. Big shout outs to her. For the other position, we have historian. We have Nakayla Rowe. Big shout outs to Mrs. Rowe. All right. We have for cultural awareness, Allison, and we have Joey Grassi. All right. Now also, pause. Now, Allison, she served last year as the, I almost said the cultural awareness. No. My apologies, y'all, for drawing a blank. I don't think it was cultural awareness. I'm pretty certain it was historian. So when it came to making sure that the organization had them pictures on deck, every single event, Allison was the girl to go to, all right? And also Joey, around this time last year, he was a member within the organization. But also, y'all, if y'all paid attention, whenever I do my happy birthday shout outs, he was one of the individuals that I gave a shout out to. I feel like sometime in the summer, sometime during the summer. So big shout outs to Joey. All right. And of course, I know that he and Allison are both going to do some amazing things within this particular role as the cultural awareness chair. All right. And the final chair, last and certainly not least, of course, for these two individuals, I could go on and on about too, man. Oh, but anyway, right? For the fundraising chair, in which, by the way, man, of course, I feel some type of way because before I was Mr. CSA, I served as fundraising chair, and I know that these two individuals are going to do the role. Listen, they're going to do the role. They're going to do that particular chair justice. More, actually, a whole lot of justice, if you will. But for the fundraising chairs, I happen to see that it is Miss Ayanna Joseph and also Dorian Fertile. Big shout outs to Dorian, big shout outs to Ayanna. All right, of course, Ayanna last year, she served as co-membership chair alongside with Genna. So when it came to making sure that the members were straight, for lack of a better term, definitely Ayanna, definitely played a huge part in that regard. All right, and then of course Dorian, he was also. I'm gonna go ahead and really list off a lot of them, like a lot of the, how should I say, devoted members last year around the same time. Dorian was one of them. Jhessicka was another. Ciera was another, and Joey was another. All right, and what's it called? Of course, Lincoln was another one. Of course, my mentee, that was another one as well. So, if I happen to speak about them in glowing terms, like y'all, I'm gonna say this, right? Of course, I know that I do a whole lot of promoting. All right, I talk, positive vibes, and I got good words for everybody. And I tell you this, that ain't gonna never change. But I'm damn sure gonna have some good words for all of the individuals that I was just talking about, especially the individuals that I was really, really talking about. Listen, I know them up close and personal. All right, this year, I'll say this organization, of course, the executive boards, they always come across their set of challenges. That's never gonna change as well. But what I tell you is this organization has everything that it needs to overcome all of the challenge. I don't even care what the challenge is. They gonna overcome it. And just know, FSU CSA family, y'all gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be more than all right. It's gonna be more than all right. They're gonna make sure of it. But anyway, I'm doing a whole lot of talking. I know, whole lot of blabbing, whole lot of going on and on and on and on and on and on. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here, but I'm also gonna make sure that I also, by the way, pause. I can't stop myself. Y'all make sure that y'all go check out their social media page. Reason being is because if y'all saw these pictures are dope as ever. All right, and I'm gonna give a big shout outs to their photographer. We're talking about, it looks to be Agatha Lewis, or wow, yeah, no, I was right on that. Yeah, no. I don't even want to mess around and mispronounce it. I'm gonna say Miss Lewis. She's the one who ended up taking these pics, and I'll say this: the CSA went with a very interesting theme of law men and law women. All right, so this is pretty interesting concept, man. And I'm telling you that, hey, bro, they gonna come and lay the law down. They gonna come and lay the law down up there in Tallahassee. And I guess there's no better place to actually go through and do that. But nonetheless, though, again, big shout outs to everybody on this executive board. Big shout outs to the photographer for essentially bringing all of their collective visions to real life. And overall, man, I want to thank every single one of you guys that happen to be watching the videos. Just for loving and supporting the king, loving and supporting the news of the people, loving and supporting the Blue Empire and all of the kingdoms and all of the empires that we have here. All right, I definitely appreciate y'all, but please, y'all, all right, definitely like this video up. For all of my Caribbeans, I don't care if y'all go to FSU, I don't care if y'all are in CSA, I don't care. Y'all make sure that y'all comment y'all flags down below. Matter of fact, hell, listen, I'm gonna do my best to remember. I'm gonna comment my damn flags. All right, of course, I'm representing the island of Hispaniola, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic. Leave y'all flags down below. Let the people know, how it is that y'all come and who y'all represent. All right, definitely make sure that y'all share this with any and everybody. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow my social media pages, but the most important thing, make sure that you stay tuned, stay tapped in, and stay locked in, because the juice over here never stops dripping. All right. All right. Now, I'll catch y'all in the next one. All right. Again, thank you all so much. But peace, be easy, and as always, stay wow. How the hell did I mess up? I messed up everything. My apologies. Y'all, take care and definitely stay blessed up.